What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Patrick here. Moving on to the next question dealing with derivatives. So in this particular question, we have to find the equations of the tangents on this function x minus 2 over x plus 4, where the slopes of the tangents is going to be 6. And there's actually going to be 2 places on this function where this is going to happen. So if we know that the slope of the tangent is 6, we have to find the x values where that is going to happen. So the way we would do that is we're going to try to find when is the derivative going to equal 6, right? Because we're going to have this function, let's say it looks like this approximately, and then there's another part that looks like that as well. I'm just going to draw 1/2 of it. And so we know that there's going to be a tangent. Let's say at this point, we know that the slope of this tangent is going to be 6. And so what we want to do is we want to try to find the coordinate. In this case, it's going to be 2 coordinates because there's going to be another point on the function where there's going to be a tangent with the same slope. We want to try to find the coordinates where that's happening on this function. And then once we have the coordinates, we have the slope as well, then we can find our equations. And so the way we want to find those coordinates is by finding when is the derivative going to equal 6. So first thing we got to do is we got to find out what is the derivative of this function going to be. Notice it's a rational function, so I'm going to use the quotient rule. So I'm going to set up my 4 brackets like this, and this is going to be always over the bottom function squared. This first bracket is going to be the derivative of the top, which is just 1, times the bottom, left as is, which is x plus 4. And then we're going to have the top function times the derivative of the bottom function, which is 1, like that. Now the 1's can go away. This negative we'd have to distribute in the bracket. We'd end up with x minus x. Those just cancel out. And then we'll have 4 minus -2. That would be like 4 plus 2, which would give us 6, right? So we'll have 6 over x plus 4 squared. That's basically going to be the derivative of this function. Now, what we have to do is we got to find out when, at what x value, is the value of this derivative going to equal 6. So we have to algebraically solve when is this derivative going to equal 6. Well, we could put this 6 over 1, and then we could cross multiply. We got to solve for the x value. So we'd have 6 times x plus 4 squared is equal to 1 times 6, which is just 6. Divide both sides by 6, and so we'd end up with x plus 4 squared is equal to 1. Then at this point, to get rid of this exponent 2, we could square root both sides. So when does x plus 4 equal plus or minus 1, right? The square root of 1 is plus or minus 1, so there's going to be 2 cases. And that's why there are 2 tangents where this is going to happen. Yo, what's up? Quick little intermission here. I wanted to mention a few things and we'll get right back into the video. Number 1, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to the description box and there's a link that will take you to my website, allthingsmathematics.com, and there you can find all of the videos organized by chapter, by section, and there's also tests that you could try at the end of each unit that have video solutions. Number 2, if you feel like you need tutoring at any point, hit me up. I'm tutoring students 7 days a week over Zoom, both high school and university students, one-on-one and in groups. My contact details are on the website. You could text me and we could book a session. And finally, if you feel like you're getting any value from this video, if you could please like the video and subscribe to the channel, hit me up on all my socials. It does help me out a lot. If you feel like any of your friends can benefit, feel free to forward the website to them as well. And back to the video we go. So let me actually write these cases up here. So one of the cases is going to be x plus 4. When is that going to equal -1? And then this other case I will write over here. Let me erase all this. And so we're going to find out when does x plus 4 equal +1, like this. So notice here, it's going to happen at an x value of -3. And over here, it's going to happen at an x value of -5. Okay, so we have to find the equations of the tangents on this function at those 2 different x values. Now, what's nice is we know that the slope for both of these tangents, let me actually split this up. We know the slope for the both of these tangents is going to be 6. And we know the x values of both points, -3. Over here it's -5. What is missing though? The corresponding y values. We need the full coordinates to find these equations. So if we plug in -3 into the function, we'd end up with what? -5 over +1, so that would be -5. And then if we plug in -5 into the function, we'd have -5 minus 2, which is -7, divided by -1, which gives us +7, like that. And now we could find the equations of the tangents, the equations of the lines that have a slope of 6 and have these two respective coordinates. So let's first input the slope. We've got the plus b over here. And then we would input the coordinate for x and y to solve for the b value. So in this case, the b value is going to be -18. Bring it over, -5 plus 18 gives us +13. Then over here, same process, 6x plus b, plug in 7 for y, and then plug in -5 for x. So then we'll have -30, bring that over, bumps +30, the b value would be 37. And so the equation of this tangent, 6x plus 13, that's going to be one of the tangents, and the other tangent is going to be 6x plus 37. All right, so 2 points at which the slope of the tangent is going to be 6 on this particular function, more specifically at an x value of -3 and then at an x value of -5. And the corresponding equations of the tangents would be 6x plus 13 and 6x plus 37 respectively. And that is the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you want to find more videos like this, you can go to my website, allthingsmathematics.com. Over there, all my courses are organized for both high school and university. All the videos are organized by chapter. Also, if you have any questions, you can hit me up. My contact details are also on the website. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.